My ex, Danielle, is incredibly hateful, spiteful, antagonistic, and a malicious human being. She has terrorized my family for years. Danielle has pressed an incredible amount of charges against me. Danielle has accused me of threatening to kill her twice, accused me of harassment, and she's filed 3 different restraining orders against me. I want to make it clear that I have never threatened to kill Danielle in any way, shape, or form. It's ridiculous. She throws these accusations around and hopes something sticks. I've had to travel to New York to go to court 4 times a year, spending $3,000 to $4,000 because of the things that she has filed. I can't stand it. Every single time Danielle visits with my daughter, there is always drama. I've driven 16 hours from Alabama to New York to go pick up my daughter, and Danielle wouldn't hand her over. I've had to go to court. There have been times where Danielle has purposefully made us miss our flight. Because of Danielle's games, my daughter has missed a substantial amount of school. Danielle's priorities are completely wrong.
Wonders of your love, Lord.
One of my biggest frustrations is that Danielle puts God, singing for church, and her aspirations to be rich and famous above the needs of our daughter. She wants to be famous, but she doesn't actually have any talent.
Okay. She's made some serious allegations that you're jerking her around, you're costing her money, that you are being both negligent and harsh and I guess actually abusive with this child. What do you say to that?
I say her allegations are completely false on all accounts. And as a matter of fact, if anything were true, it would be what she said about me is actually true about her in all respects.
How'd you two get together?
Chance meeting while I was on leave in New York, so.
You just kind of bumped into each other?
Yeah. She was a waitress at the time, and me and my buddies were out to dinner.
You went into a restaurant or a club or something? And
Yeah, we went to a restaurant, and she was the waitress, and afterwards, after dinner, she came with us to play pool, and that's how we met, exchanged phone numbers, and later on, I went to the Marine Corps ball, and I invited her down to North Carolina for that, so.
And so she went to North Carolina with you?
Yeah, she came down to North Carolina, and she spent 3 or 4 days down in North Carolina. We went to the Marine Corps ball together, and then she went back to New York.
Okay. Why did she go back?
Because that's where she lived, and it was time for her to go back.
Yeah.
So,
Did she want to stay or did she want to go?
at the time, it seemed like she wanted to stay already after only a couple days, and we hadn't had like a big extravagant relationship or anything. So, yeah, I was surprised by it, and eventually I told her, look, you can't stay really. I mean, I'm going to be full-time working here and stuff, and this was a date kind of thing. It's time to go back. So I ended up taking her to the airport, and she left. So.
Okay. As it turns out, did she get pregnant then?
Yes, she did.
Okay. Were you taking precautions?
Not that night.
You were in the Marine Corps?
Yes, sir.
Do they go over with y'all how that works?
Yes, sir, they do.
So you knew
Yes.
how it worked. But you didn't know she was pregnant.
No.
When did you find out?
Way later on, around the, I think, 8-month mark. So,
8 months.
yeah.
You were 8 months pregnant? And did you know he was the father?
I absolutely knew he was the father. I told him as soon as I knew.
And when was that?
Maybe a month and a half later. I was throwing up. I got very sick, actually.
I'm sorry?
I got very sick. I was having morning sickness very badly.
So at a month and a half, you said, I'm pregnant?
She tried to contact me a bunch of times, but I didn't want anything to do with her because of the display that she had when she was there visiting me in North Carolina. She wanted to stay. She said she was looking for a job down there. She got an extended stay hotel, and this was only a date, so I knew something was wrong, like right away. And so I really didn't want to hear from her anymore. So I kind of cut off communication with her for quite a while.